Rowan Atkinson was born on January 6, 1955, as the comedic genius behind one of the most favorite TV characters. He's the man who rocked the TV world with his hilarious antics as Blackadder from 1983 to 1989, and then unleashed the iconic Mr. Bean from 1990 to 1995. And this was when the world of comedy fell in love with him. Although Mr. Bean is arguably the most popular character Rowan Atkinson has ever played, he also has some success on the big screens. He played the suave secret agent in the Johnny English film series from 2003 all the way up to 2018. Yes, he's that Johnny English guy. However, Atkinson's big break came with Not the 9 O'Clock News from 1979 to 1982, scoring him the 1981 British Academy Television Award for Best Entertainment Performance. From there, he moved straight to the big screen blitz. He's popped up in blockbuster after blockbuster, from the James Bond flick Never Say Never Again in 1983 to the heartwarming Love Actually in 2003, and even the recent Wonka in 2023. Plus, he's lent his voice to the iconic Zazu in The Lion King in 1994, and who could forget his epic portrayal of Mr. Bean in Bean 1997 and Mr. Bean's Holiday in 2007. Rowan tickled our funny bones on the small screen too, with A Thin Blue Line from 1995 to 1996, and as the lead in Maigret from 2016 to 2017. And guess what? He's not just a screen star, he's a theatre sensation too, wowing audiences as Fagin in Oliver back in 2009. Atkinson's not just a funny face, he's been hailed as one of the 50th funniest actors in British comedy and ranked among the top 50 comedians ever. He's even bagged an Oliver Award for his stage work and a CBE in the 2013 birthday honours for his outstanding contributions to drama and charity. Despite all that, Atkinson isn't just a comedy legend, he's also a revved-up car fanatic. Ever seen him tear up the track on Top Gear? That's right, he's not just all talk, he's all about that horsepower. Remember when he zipped around Top Gear's circuit like a pro, leaving everyone in his dust? That's the Atkinson effect for you. This shouldn't even come as a surprise. This is someone who changes his clothes while driving to the dentist. Who could forget that disheveled Mini Cooper he rocked as Mr. Bean? From playing Britain's suavest spy in an Aston Martin DB7 Vantage in Johnny English, to his real-life passion for classic cars, tearing it up at Goodwood, and even catching the Formula One fever. But wait, there's more. Atkinson's car collection isn't your run-of-the-mill lineup. Oh no, buckle up for some surprises. We're talking about unexpected rides that'll make you do a double take. Want a sneak peek? Here's 10 jaw-dropping cars that you'd never expect to find in Atkinson's garage. 1939 BMW 328 Roadster. Atkinson's got a gem in his garage that's straight out of the history books. We're talking about none other than the legendary BMW 328 Roadster, a beast that ruled the racetracks back in the 1930s. Named one of the 25 finalists for the Car of the Century back in '99 by a panel of global auto experts, this beast has earned its stripes both on and off the track. In 1937, this bad boy was tearing up the asphalt, clinching victories left, right and center. From the Bucharest Grand Prix to the GP des Frontiers, it was unstoppable. And in 1938, oh, it just kept getting better, with 2 triumphant runs at the Nürburgring and class wins at the Mille Miglia. Of course, Atkinson also had a taste of this in 2011. Under the hood lies a 2.0-litre inline-6 engine, churning out a measly 80 horsepower and 93 pound-feet of torque. Sure, by today's standards, that might seem quaint, but back then it was pure muscle. Plus, with its featherweight aluminium construction and a slick 4-speed manual transmission, this baby could hit a top speed of 93 miles per hour. Frank Pratt revved up the Australian Grand Prix in 1948, blazing across the finish line in his trusty 328, but its crowning glory was at the 1939 Mille Miglia, where it conquered the competition with Walter Baumer and Huschke von Hanstein at the wheel, cementing its status as a true legend of the track. Well, World War II may have cut its reign short, but the BMW 328's legacy lives on. Lancia Thema 832. Atkinson's next ride, the Lancia Thema 832, is the ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing. From the outside, it looks like your average sedan, but under that unassuming exterior lies a beastly secret, a Ferrari V8 engine that'll leave you speechless. Sure, on paper it might seem like an oddball, pricier than its rivals and not quite able to keep up with the BMW M5s of the world, but here's the thing, this car wasn't about fitting in, it was about standing out and making a statement, and boy, did it succeed. Under the hood roars a 2.9-liter V8 powerhouse, pumping out a respectable 215 horsepower and 210 pound-feet of torque. And let's not forget about that transmission, a slick 5-speed manual that'll have you shifting gears like a pro. But here's where it gets really interesting. To harness all that Ferrari-inspired power, the 832 was decked out with top-of-the-line hardware. We're talking retuned suspension, massive front brakes, and an upgraded transmission to handle the sheer force of that V8 engine. Step inside and you'll find yourself surrounded by luxury. A walnut dash, velour seats, the works. Sure, it might not have been the fastest or most agile, but as a complete package, the Lancia Tamer 832 stood tall, head and shoulders above the competition. The Lancia Tamer grabbed the roads between 1984 and 1994, leaving an indelible mark on the automotive world. Born from the collaborative efforts of Fiat Auto, Alfa Lancia Industriale, and Pininfarina, it shared its platform with illustrious siblings like the Alfa Romeo 164 and the Saab 9000, making it part of an exclusive club known as the Type 4 platform. In 1984, it was unveiled at the prestigious Turin Motor Show, a masterpiece of engineering and elegance. With its sleek lines and refined silhouette, the Tamer exudes sophistication from every angle. But don't let its unassuming exterior fool you, because under the hood lurked a range of powerhouse engines, including a potent Ferrari V8 in the legendary 832 variants. The first series, spanning from 1984 to 1988, offered a variety of models, from the turbocharged Tamer to the V6-powered Tamer 6V, catering to every discerning driver's taste. Then came the second series in '88, boasting upgraded engines and subtle visual enhancements, reaffirming its status as the epitome of luxury and performance. But it was the piece de resistance, the Tamer 832, that truly stole the show. With its Ferrari-sourced V8 engine and handcrafted interior, adorned with wood and Alcantara, it was a symphony of power and opulence. Equipped with cutting-edge features like ABS and electronically controlled power steering, it offered a driving experience unlike any other. As the years rolled on, the Tamer continued to evolve, with the third and final series introduced in '92, featuring a more powerful Alfa Romeo-sourced V6 engine and a range of trim levels to suit every taste. But all good things must come to an end, and in '94, production ceased, marking the end of an era for Lancia. 2002 Honda NSX. Atkinson also owns the Honda NSX, known as the Acura NSX in North America and Hong Kong, which burst onto the scene in 1990, captivating car enthusiasts with its groundbreaking design and cutting-edge technology. But the journey to creating this iconic sports car was a tale of innovation and determination. It all started in the early 1980s, when Honda engineers embarked on a quest to explore new engine and chassis layouts. Inspired by the thrill of testing a mid-engine setup in a modified Honda City, they set their sights on creating a pure sports car. Thus the concept car HPX was born, eventually evolving to the NSX, new, sports car, and experimental. Intending to rival the likes of Ferrari and Germany's finest, Honda spared no expense in refining the NSX's performance. The original target was the Ferrari 328, but Honda aimed higher, ensuring the NSX not only matched but exceeded the performance expectations. This led to the development of a powerful 3.0-liter V6 engine, meticulously engineered to deliver both power and reliability. But the real magic happened under the hood, quite literally. Honda's innovative VTEC variable valve timing system was initially overlooked for the NSX, but the insistence of then-President Tadashi Kume led to a last-minute redesign. The result? A high-revving powerhouse that pushed boundaries and set new standards for performance. The NSX's exterior design was no less impressive, drawing inspiration from the cockpit of an F-16 fighter jet to optimize visibility and aerodynamics. The cab-forward layout and long-tail design not only looked sleek, but also enhanced high-speed stability. But it wasn't just about looks and power. The NSX was a pioneer in automotive technology. With its all-aluminum semi-monocoque, independent 4-channel anti-lock brake system, and electric power steering, it set new benchmarks for performance and handling. The NSX's development was a collaborative effort, with input from legendary figures like Formula One driver Ayrton Senna, who played a crucial role in fine-tuning its chassis and handling. The result was a car that not only pushed the boundaries of performance, but also embodied Honda's racing spirit and commitment to excellence. From its debut in 1990 to the end of production in 2005, the NSX captured the hearts of car enthusiasts worldwide, leaving an indelible mark on automotive history. With over 18,000 units sold globally, it remains a timeless icon of innovation and performance. 1977 Aston Martin V8 Vantage. The Aston Martin V8 Vantage, a quintessential British Grand Tourer, emerged as a high-performance variant of the Aston Martin V8, earning the moniker Britain's first supercar upon its debut in 1977 due to its impressive 170-mile-per-hour top speed. Sharing its engine with the Lagonda, the V8 Vantage distinguished itself with enhancements like high-performance camshafts, increased compression ratio, larger inlet valves, and larger carburetors mounted on new manifolds, resulting in a power output of around 390 brake horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque. The design of the V8 Vantage featured a distinctive closed-off hood bulge and grille area, along with a separate rear spoiler and twin driving lights. The series-specific models, such as the Oscar India version, introduced in late 1978, boasted integrated T-tray spoilers and smoother bonnet bulges, with refined interiors featuring black leather-covered dashes, and later, wooden dashboards for a luxurious touch. Further upgrades came with the 1986 to 1989 580 X-Pack, equipped with Cosworth pistons and Nimrod racing type heads, boasting power to 403 horsepower. Additionally, a big-bore aftermarket option and a 6.3-litre version from Aston Martin pushed the performance envelope even further. The V8 Vantage Volante, introduced between 1986 and 1989, offered a convertible version with even more aggressive styling, including a deeper front spoiler, wider wheel arches, extended side skirts, and a rear spoiler. Notably, the V8 Vantage made its mark on the silver screen, starring as James Bond's car in the 1987 film The Living Daylights, with its convertible variant featuring prominently in action-packed scenes. Atkinson's car, the 1977 V8 Vantage, wasn't your typical supercar. It had more of a muscle car vibe, but Aston Martin labeled it as a Grand Tourer. Yet don't be fooled by its appearance, this beast was quick. Sporting a tweaked 5.3-litre V8 borrowed from the Lagonda, the V8 Vantage boasted a top speed of 170 miles per hour. Thanks to modified components like inlet valves, manifolds, plugs, and camshaft, its power output surged by a staggering 40%. Under the hood, you'd find a roaring 5.3-litre V8 mated to a slick 5-speed manual transmission. With power delivered to the rear wheels, this machine was built for pure driving pleasure. In 1984, Atkinson added a burgundy Vantage to his collection, becoming its third proud owner. Opting for a left-hand drive model, Atkinson went the extra mile, converting it to a right-hand drive. This wasn't just any car, it was Atkinson's first venture into the realm of automotive indulgence. And it didn't just sit in his garage, it made its way onto the silver screen in Atkinson's film Johnny English Strikes Again, adding another layer of charm to its already impressive legacy. 1997 McLaren F1. Atkinson used a portion of his earnings from the successful Bean film to acquire a McLaren F1, a vehicle that was, at the time, the fastest production car globally and remains the fastest naturally aspirated vehicle ever created. With a staggering top speed of 243 miles per hour, the Gordon Murray-designed McLaren F1 undoubtedly catered to Atkinson's appetite for velocity. The McLaren F1, a groundbreaking sports car from British automaker McLaren Cars, powered by the BMW S72 V12 engine, conceived by Gordon Murray, backed by Ron Dennis, and styled by Peter Stevens, a record breaker reaching 240.1 miles per hour in 1998, dethroning the Jaguar XJ220. It's not just speed. The F1 boasts innovative designs and tech, like its carbon fiber monocoque chassis, providing unmatched strength and lightness. Plus, it seats 3, with the driver centrally positioned for superior visibility. Autocar hailed it as the finest driving machine yet built for the public road, predicting it to be the fastest production car ever. Channel 4 ranked it number 1 on their list of the 100 greatest cars. Celebrities like Lewis Hamilton, Elon Musk, and Jay Leno own one. Top Gear magazine listed it among the fastest naturally aspirated cars, even competing with modern giants like the Ferrari Enzo. Under the hood, the BMW S72 V12 churns out 618 horsepower, propelling the F1 to legendary speeds. Its aluminium alloy construct, variable valve timing, and dry sump oil system exemplify engineering excellence. With a complete carbon fiber monocoque chassis, butterfly doors, and active aerodynamics, the F1 redefines performance and style. Its unique central driving position and bespoke interiors add to its allure. Maintenance? McLaren ensures top-notch service with remote diagnostics and specialized technicians. Each F1 is a masterpiece, taking 3.5 months to craft. Performance? It's unparalleled. The F1 holds records for speed, braking, and handling. Andy Wallace's record-breaking run at 240.1 miles per hour still stands, making it the fastest naturally aspirated production car ever. The F1 GTR also dominated tracks worldwide, proving its prowess on the race circuit. Some were converted for street use, adding to the legend of this automotive icon. Powered by a potent 6.1-liter V12 engine generating a jaw-dropping 618 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque, the McLaren F1 was nothing short of a tarmac-ripping rocket ship. Its performance credentials were further enhanced by a 6-speed manual transmission and rear-wheel drive configuration. One distinctive feature of the McLaren F1 was its engine bay, lined with heat-reflective gold to manage the extreme temperatures generated by the powerhouse V12. However, Atkinson's ownership of the McLaren F1 wasn't without its challenges. He experienced 2 accidents with the vehicle, resulting in significant repair costs reportedly approaching £1 million, covered by insurance. Despite the mishaps, Atkinson eventually parted ways with the McLaren F1, selling it for a remarkable £8 million, approximately £7 million more than his initial purchase price. Jaguar Mark 7. The Jaguar Mark 7, a luxurious four-door sedan crafted by Jaguar Cars of Coventry, roared onto the scene from 1951 to 1956, marking the brand's triumphant successor to the Jaguar Mark 5. Named the Mark 7 to avoid confusion with the Bentley Mark 6, it epitomized elegance and performance in equal measure. Bolstered by the renowned XK engine, the Mark 7 broke the 100-mile-per-hour barrier in its original 1950 iteration, setting the stage for its legacy as a speedster with style. Transitioning seamlessly into the 1952 model year, it became Jaguar's pioneer offering with an optimal automatic transmission, signaling a new era of driving comfort and convenience. Racing and rallying became second nature to the Mark 7, with both its standard and M variants clinching victories on tracks and rally courses alike. Factory-tuned Mark 7s dominated the Daily Express International Trophy Production Touring Car race at Silverstone, showcasing Jaguar's prowess on the racetrack. The Mark 7M, introduced in 1954, elevated performance to new heights with enhancements like high-lift cams, delivering a formidable 190 brake horsepower. Despite its racing pedigree, the Mark 7M's production was short-lived, succumbing to the changing automotive landscape influenced by events like the Suez Crisis. Yet its racing spirit endured. In January 1956, a Mark 7M triumphed at the prestigious Monte Carlo Rally, cementing its place in motorsport history. Even on American soil, the Mark 7 left an indelible mark, with Paul Goldsmith's victory at Road America showcasing its prowess in NASCAR Grand National Racing. Atkinson embraced the Mark 7's racing potential, using it primarily as a competitive machine. His dedication paid off at Goodwood in April 2022, where he clinched his first podium in the Sopwith Cup. Post-race, Atkinson expressed confidence in his ability to secure second place if the race had been longer, praising the Mark 7 for its reliable performance throughout the event. However, in 2009, tragedy struck as Atkinson and his wife were returning home from a London outing. The Mark 7 succumbed to flames, engulfing the car in fire and ending its journey in a blaze of unexpected destruction. The Ford Falcon, a pioneering model line produced by Ford from 1960 to 1970, marked a significant shift in the American automotive landscape as the first compact car from one of the Big Three manufacturers. Developed as a downsized counterpart to the full-size Ford Galaxy, the Falcon offered a diverse array of body styles, including sedans, hardtops, convertibles, wagons, and even coupe utility pickups like the iconic Ranchero. Under the hood, the Falcon boasted a range of engines, from the efficient mileage maker inline 6 to the potent Challenger V8, delivering power and performance tailored to the needs of diverse drivers. Its unibody construction, coupled with coil spring front suspension and leaf spring rear suspension, ensured a smooth ride without compromising on durability. The Falcon's impact reverberated beyond its own production years, serving as the foundation for numerous Ford vehicle lines over nearly 2 decades. From the Mustang and Comet to the Maverick and Granada, the Falcon platform laid the groundwork for a multitude of successes, embodying Ford's commitment to innovation and adaptability in the evolving automotive landscape. The Ford Falcon found its true calling on the racetrack, where its sprint package, boasting a stiffer suspension, throatier exhaust, and a potent V8 engine, propelled it to glory. Despite its formidable performance enhancements, the Sprint struggled to shine in the shadow of the Mustang, which offered similar features as standard. Powered by a robust 4.7-liter V8 engine churning out 164 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, the Falcon Sprint was a force to be reckoned with on the track. Paired with a responsive 4-speed manual transmission and rear-wheel drive, it delivered exhilarating performance and precise handling, making it a favorite among racing enthusiasts. Atkinson, drawn to the Falcon Sprint for its racing pedigree, made his mark on the track with a modified version that met FIA racing standards. Competing in multiple championships, Atkinson pushed the limits of the Falcon's capabilities, showcasing its prowess in the fiercely competitive world of motorsport. However, the Falcon's racing journey hit a bump in 2014 when Atkinson endured a harrowing crash during a race. Colliding head-on with two vehicles that had tangled in front of him, Atkinson emerged unscathed. Despite suffering minor damage, the Falcon Sprint proved its resilience, reaffirming its status as a formidable contender on the racetrack. 2011 Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead. Atkinson's Phantom Drophead, featured in the film Johnny English Reborn, boasted a remarkable 9.0-liter V16 engine concealed beneath its imposing hood. Atkinson, seeking to elevate the vehicle's performance for the movie, persuaded Rolls-Royce to outfit the Phantom with this experimental power plant, originally developed as part of Rolls-Royce's 100EX project. This formidable V16 engine, shrouded in mystery due to Rolls-Royce's reluctance to divulge detailed specifications, was rumored to generate over 563 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. Paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission and rear-wheel drive, the Phantom Drophead's performance potential was seemingly boundless. Despite Atkinson's hopes to unleash the V16 Drophead's capabilities on-screen and off, Rolls-Royce's decision not to proceed with production left the vehicle's performance capabilities largely unexplored. As a result, the true extent of the V16 Drophead's performance remains a tantalizing mystery, its power and prowess relegated to speculation and conjecture. Land Rover Defender Heritage. Atkinson owned one of the 400 special Defenders known as the Heritage Edition, designed to honor the legendary Land Rover Defender's legacy. Sporting distinctive Hue 166 badges as a tribute to Defender's original lumber plate, this limited edition vehicle paid homage to the iconic off-roader's storied history. Under the hood, the Heritage Edition was equipped with a turbocharged 2.2-liter inline-4 diesel engine, producing 120 horsepower and a robust 266 pound-feet of torque. Paired with a 6-speed manual transmission and featuring all-wheel drive, the Heritage Defender was renowned for its off-road prowess rather than outright speed, with a top speed of 90 miles per hour. Despite its capabilities, Atkinson only drove the Heritage Defender for 2,620 miles, before deciding to auction it off. Interestingly, he ensured the vehicle was serviced before listing it for sale, despite its virtually new condition. The reason behind Atkinson's decision to part ways with this unique Land Rover Defender remains unclear, leaving enthusiasts to speculate about the motivations behind his choice. 1986 Aston Martin V8 Zagato. The Aston Martin V8 Zagato, a Grand Tourer from the 1980s, epitomized exclusivity and performance. With only 52 coupes and 37 convertibles produced between 1986 and 1990, it became a highly coveted collector's item. Unveiled at the 1986 Geneva Motor Show, the coupe garnered considerable attention and quickly received orders despite being presented only as a drawing. Based on the Aston Martin V8 Vantage, the V8 Zagato featured a bespoke body by the renowned coach builder Zagato. Its design, a modern angular interpretation of the classic Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato from the 1960s, stirred both admiration and controversy, particularly with its squared-off grille. Powering the V8 Zagato was a potent 430 brake horsepower V8 engine equipped with twin-choke Weber carburetors capable of propelling the all-alloy car to a top speed of 300 km per hour. Luxurious yet rare, the V8 Zagato commanded a hefty price tag of $156,600 upon release, further fueled by the supercar speculation market of the late 1980s. By the end of the decade, its value soared to £450,000. The convertible variant, introduced later, fetched even higher prices, with a sticker tag of $171,000. Atkinson's acquisition of one of the 52 Aston Martin Zagato coupes was just the beginning of a remarkable journey for the vehicle. After purchasing the rare coupe, Atkinson enlisted the expertise of Aston Martin Works to transform it into a high-performance racer. The classic car division of Aston Martin fine-tuned the 5.3-litre V8 engine, significantly boosting its power output to an impressive 482 horsepower and 412 pound-feet of torque. Additionally, they implemented various weight-saving measures, such as installing lightweight panels and windows, resulting in a reduction of 330 pounds from the vehicle's overall weight. With these enhancements, the Zagato Coupe was now primed for the track, equipped with a 5-speed manual transmission and rear-wheel drive configuration. Its enhanced powertrain enabled it to achieve a top speed of 186 miles per hour, making it a formidable contender on the racing circuit. Despite its impressive performance capabilities, the Zagato Coupe met with an unfortunate fate during a 2001 race where Atkinson was involved in a crash. However, he continued to utilize the car for a decade before ultimately deciding to put it up for sale. Interestingly, when the Zagato Coupe changed hands to a new owner, the vehicle underwent a transformation back to its original production specifications. This involved detuning the engine to restore it to its factory power output, ensuring that it complied with standard production specifications rather than the specialized racing modifications implemented by Aston Martin Works for Atkinson's racing endeavors.